On this edition of Phoenix News, our students take a visual approach to learning a teen coming-of-age book. Our science lab creates a tasty in-class assignment, and we learn how pioneers were able to forecast the weather hundreds of years ago. All this and more on this edition of Phoenix News.
Welcome back to Phoenix News. I'm Jackson Landers.
And I'm Mitchell Doppy.
It's our first episode of the 2023 school year, and we're excited to be here.
How was your New Year's celebration?
It was fine, and I'm very glad to see 2022 in the rearview mirror.
Me too.
Mr. Feltner's AV Tech Fundamentals class has a unique spin on how to figure out if 2023 is going to be a good year for the students they polled. Here's what they found out.
With the new year coming up, it leads many asking what their future may hold. Luckily, there is a way to predict this. In many different countries, people use the color of their underwear to predict what their future has for them. So we went out and asked people what color their underwear was.
What color is your underwear?
I think I have blue on right now.
Okay, thanks.
Blue, I guess.
Pretty sure it's blue right now.
Green.
Dark blue.
Black.
Green.
What color is your underwear right now?
Now, is this just between you and I? You're not going to tell anybody else, right?
Yeah, of course not.
Okay. I believe it's red.
Okay, well, that answers our question. All right.
It's not brown.
Not brown.
We then took these statistics and analyzed them to predict how this new year will go for many of us.
My name is Adam Barger,
I'm Madison Hawkins.
and today we'll be talking to you about the statistics on underwear. Now, many countries have a tradition where on New Year's they will wear a specific color of underwear to predict their future.
Now, what these colors mean. Red means you're looking for romance and love, orange means wisdom, yellow means wealth and prosperity, green means life, well-being, blue means health and tranquility, purple means harmony and inspiration, white means harmony and happiness, and black means power, regaining control of your life.
Now, we surveyed a handful of students, and here is the statistics that we have gathered.
As you can see, out of all the students we surveyed, blue has the majority, which means kids are going to see health and tranquility in the upcoming year.
And with that, we wish you a very happy New Year.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. But I think Mr. Feltner's class did a great job reporting on such important news.
Mitchell, have you been reading any books recently? I've really been into narrative fiction recently.
Me too. You know, recently our 10th grade students have been reading a coming-of-age novella that discusses mature and moving topics.
Our Phoenix News team spoke to students and teachers about the experience of reading The House on Mango Street and their final product.
So they're working on what's called a body biography. So this is our culmination project for the House on Mango Street lesson that we've been working on. We've been working on literary analysis, and so they're digging deeply into one of the characters and analyzing them symbolically.
House on Mango Street is a coming-of-age novel, and so we see Esperanza, the main character, go through this journey of self-awareness of herself and those around her. And our unit goal was to read to gain empathy and understanding of others, and we see Esperanza do that. So for each element of the body biography, they were supposed to represent the character analysis and how also Esperanza's perspective of the character changed.
I really enjoyed getting to be creative, especially because I like art. I think the inspiration came a lot from this book because we used characters from the book The House on Mango Street to draw and picture their kind of emotions and thoughts about different parts of the story with this drawing. I think just the fact that every part of our art project is symbolic of something, like we use different body parts to represent different pieces of the characters' perspectives and how they live their lives, especially like the stars on our project. They symbolized how her dad's abuse kind of only came out at night, that kind of thing. So a lot of it is a lot deeper than just green grass. And I really enjoyed being able to work with symbolism in that way. This is a great project. I really enjoyed it. I think it combined a lot of aspects of classes that I really like art and English both.
Great job done by our Phoenixes. Hey Jackson, have you been working on any interesting projects in any of your classes?
Nothing really stands out to me yet.
Well, I walked by Miss Downham's class the other day, and she was making something really delicious in her classroom. I heard she had a lab where students learned how the interactions between macromolecules work.
We love learning about macromolecules and we love this lab.
I learned that you can actually make your own butter and that it doesn't taste all that bad.
We had a successful lab. Kids' bellies are full of rolls and the butter that they made, and they learned about the macromolecules involved.
I never knew you can make homemade butter. I'll definitely go home and try it out.
Yeah, all you need is a few ingredients.
Hey Mitchell, we're in the middle of winter, and guess what? It hasn't really been cold out.
Yeah, you know, I've been checking the weather every morning to figure out what clothes I should be wearing, but I haven't really had a need for a coat yet.
Have you ever thought about how people in the 1800s checked the weather?
Not really.
Well, I found out in history class that people have been using a certain type of book to forecast the weather for hundreds of years, and this little book can be quite accurate.
Isn't this the point in the conversation where you tell me that our Phoenix team already did a report on this? Let's get right into that.
According to the almanac, this year's winter is supposed to be harsh, freezing, and unbearable. How do people withstand this weather? How do we expect what this winter will be like? In older times, we used the Farmer's Almanac, a book made in 1818 published by Geiger of Lewiston, Maine. The book was made to help farmers preserve their crops and get ready for the harsh winter. It provides long-range predictions for both the US and Canada. The periodical also provides calendars and articles on topics such as full moon dates, folklore, natural remedies, and the best way to do various outdoor activities. A new edition is released every August, 16 months of weather predictions broken into 7 zones for the continental US, as well as seasonal weather maps for the winters and summers ahead. Although, how accurate are these predictions? According to the Almanac followers, it is 80 to 85% correct, and judging by what it says for us in Springdale this year, we are in for a cold trip. While November is not so different from October, the temperature drops to 54 degrees average, while the December-February weather predictions haven't been released. It's suggested it's only going to get colder. We spoke with the teacher here at DTSOI, Miss Lyons, who's going to tell us all about the almanac.
So the Farmer's Almanac is a place where looking at what's happening in our world with weather and the phases of the moon all comes together in one place where you can look into the ways I've seen it and I've used it is with any kind of gardening, whether it be flowers or vegetables. Then also fishing. Many people use it for fishing. So while predictions are, volatile, they're not necessarily completely true, many people use the moon phases to do things, and that's what this prediction does. It uses the phases of the moon and how the weather is going to happen to predict how to utilize the best way to plant something so that it's going to grow. there is a website that you can go to that shows all of this as well, but there are many books, and I have the calendar, so a calendar that sits in my home and I can see it daily.
That's really interesting. I learned so much about how the weather worked back in the day.
You know another thing I wonder about how they did back in the day? How'd they cut hair?
Yeah, me too.
I wish I could see an old-fashioned barber shop. You know, actually, our Phoenix News team visited a local old-time barber shop. Let's turn our attention to that.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jude Sabatini here in Springdale's vibrant downtown area, a place representative of change. Change in businesses, people, and even their hair. We got to talk to a few hairdressers on Emma Street about how the area has changed since they began their trade. Mason's old-time barber shop has been a staple on Emma Street for over a decade. We talked to him about what it's like being a veteran business owner in the growing community.
I would say, for me, watching the growth. Like I said, there's a lot of new growth coming, new businesses. It's a great place to start a business. It's getting busier all the time. Springdale is an awesome place to live. I've been nothing but blessed since I've been here.
Downtown Beauty Lounge in Springdale has been open for 4 years. We got to speak to one of their hairdressers about what it's like to be a new business in the growing community.
The salon's been open for approximately 4 years, but I've only been here since March. Downtown Springdale has grew tremendously with all of the new businesses going in and the corporate offices. My favorite memories of working in downtown is all the festivities, all the events that they have, and all of the cool little games they play and all the fun stuff. I see them being very successful with downtown growing like it is and the population growing. I foresee them being pretty successful.
We're so lucky to have such a quickly growing downtown area. On behalf of all of Springdale, I'm Jude Sabatini, signing off.
What a great spot. I'll definitely be checking it out.
We learned about such great books, delicious science, and everything old-fashioned.
We have to break really quick for a word from our sponsors, but don't go anywhere because you don't want to miss this show's influential teacher.
Whether your car has small tires, big tires, tires that go fast, tires with extra grip, or tires that just get you from here to there, they can be an unexpected expense. Don't wait any longer. At Big O Tires, we have no credit needed financing available. So no matter your budget, no matter your situation, we have the lowest prices on every kind of tire every day. With multiple lending partners, our financing is tailored to you with credit options made easy. Don't wait another day. Take advantage of our good to no credit financing today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
What was that?
What's all that racket?
Quokka! Did you hear that?
Sounds like a wild animal.
A wild animal?
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
What if we told you you could buy your next home without having to compromise? That's exactly what the Schuber-Mitchell Come Home Savings Program can do for you. Choose between a $5,000 design studio allowance, a $7,500 luxury kitchen and bath upgrade, $3,500 in closing costs, or a 0.5% rate buy down, saving you thousands over the life of your loan. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Come home to a place you love. Head to Schuber-Mitchell's website today to take advantage of this limited time offer.
Welcome back. It's that time in our show for the influential teacher. This is a favorite among many students for many reasons.
Yes, we could go on and on, or we could just show you.
Mr. Lloyd's teaching style is kind of different. It's not really too different. But basically, whenever you're being taught by a choir director, it's very common for them to just kind of sit at the front of class, play the piano, but he kind of groups us up and lets us work by ourselves before we come back, and he does the same thing.
I definitely think that my teaching style is unique. I have a rule that I want kids just talking to me. I don't look at myself as a teacher where I'm in charge and you just follow what I say and let me point you in the right direction. Instead, I like to be a guide. I want to be with you like it's a tour. We're all standing in the middle together, working together, moving in the same direction, but I'm not following you. We're moving as a unit to the same place with the same ideas. I sure hope I do. I mean, that's the reason we get into it, right? I know that one of the things that I always get asked is like, why do you get into teaching? Why is this something that you did? Is it your passion? And honestly, the main reason that I've always wanted to be a choir teacher, and yes, I always wanted to be a choir teacher, the main reason that I got into it is because I want to help people make music together, not just become great singers. There is nothing more exciting than making music as a group. You can sing solos, you could be the next Beyonce. That's fantastic, and that works for lots of people, but that's just never been my interest. I always have a better time with music when I get to make it with other people.
Well, that marks the end of our show. Thank you for watching another episode of Phoenix News, and we'll see you next time.